The nation is facing serious crisis in terms of security challenges being experienced in some quarters of the nation, most especially the Plateau State and also some northern states of the nation. Kidnapping and hostage taking has been the order of the day. And not only that, when we say state of security state, the economic situation is posing serious security threats to the nation. Hungers are in the town. You will have money, but your money cannot buy anything. Everything, the costs have escalated. Go to supermarket to buy anything, you cannot afford the price. Most especially recent, I saw FCCC, that is a food control of Nigeria, sealing some supermarket, and I think that is not the solution. The problem are not solved by sealing shops. You don't ask how do they get it. They buy it in a very exorbitant price. Of course, they had no option than to sell it in the same rate. But at the same well, we are causing the problem ourselves. Some persons are greedy. They have the products and they hoard it. Some persons have the product, but they use that opportunity to increase the price without no just cost. People are dying. A lot of things are happening. Being kidnapped, people are not safe in their homes. People traveling to point A to point B are not safe. So all these things are posing security risk, because some person may like to go to Lagos to buy goods to bring to Abuja, but because of the risk, he may not have that mind to travel. But if there is free movement of the business people without having mind of being kidnapped, at least that will solve the security situation in Nigeria. The Federal Executive Council, with the government of various states, has come up with establishment of state police. I think creating police state is going to solve little or none. With good structure, good financing, good procedure, by selecting and not creating political ideology in the recruitment process, or not being biased in the process of recruitment, I think it will go a long way, because these criminals are from that location. The people in that location will know them. So it is better this great state police is given a very good position to operate. They should be given a free hand, a well-digested process to function properly. Sure, kidnapping, terrorism will be a thing of the past if this state police is an agenda of the Mr. President, as one of his agenda, can be well digested, well funded, and well furnished, well informed, and well trained. It is going to solve most of the problem of kidnapping and terrorism. My point of view is reorientation and training of personnel, giving Nigerians, redirecting the mind of Nigerians. Because if we go by what people are feeling, the way people are looking for money that lead to corruption, the way people go about their way to exploit people, to deceive, to cheat, to steal, at least poverty is part of this thing. So if government should address poverty in the first place, then redirect our mind for moral standards. Morality should be in place by most of these agencies, creating it to orientate the staffs, orientate the public. The National Orientation Agency should also do a lot to redirect the Nigerian populace, because at the moment, the center of thought for Nigerians or centers on corruption. Look at some family, their fathers will be expecting the children in the university to buy car and bring to them. Some homes, The children in school, the female student in school will also be there. The parent will be expecting money for them to bring money to them. So all these things are problems. So the parents should be given an orientation. The children should also be given a good orientation in terms of corrupt practices. Being informed, training individuals at home on how to keep an environment secured. You understand? So most of the security tips that people living in an environment should have are: one, locking their doors. They should lock their doors when going out or when coming back, while being asleep. They should have a good door system, either security door system. It will help. Then, people that are driving, when you are driving to a distance or to a particular journey, you should always observe the movement of people coming around and going. You should make move to observe the front. People, are they vehicle coming or vehicle coming back? At a top point, you can pause to observe the road. That is 2. Then 3, in the church, they should build up vigilantes. The security should be properly arranged in church premises, because these are the problem where we have issue of raiding churches, where the churches are going on, or where someone Christian religious study or Christians are gathering. You see most of these people coming to bomb. But if the arrangement is secure, the sitting arrangement in the church is secure, the coming in, the vehicle and all that, searching of people coming in, it will reduce the issue of terrorism or the bombing activities. Then installing security gadget at home, in school, in the church, in the sectors, or in the offices. It will help to curtail the security risk, because most of this camera you install, by the time a thief notice that there is camera around, he'll be very careful. He may, even if the camera is not working 100%, but then let it be a belief that there is camera around. So it will make the people who have bad mind to change or to redirect their movement. So most of these security tips, how do you go into your social media? Most of these people that are sending friend requests to you on phone, do you know them? Do you scrutinize them? Do you profile them? Most of these things, they come in the way of social media. They can get all your information, profile you. Your money in the bank is not safe. Most of us go to ATM. By the time you withdraw 100 or 200,000, you are there in the ATM machine counting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it up to 10,000 I withdraw? It's not necessary. At this time, the security situation is so bad that ATM, to the best of my knowledge, does not make mistake. Once you input 250,000 or 30,000, it will count the money and give it to you. And 2, you should safeguard your PIN using ATM. You should safeguard your PIN, and then don't expose your PIN, your ATM card to so many persons, most especially this POS agent. You have to be careful. You have to know what you are doing, because most of these agents, they go and partner with most of these fraudsters. When you use the ATM, they snap your digits, most of the digits in that ATM, and they will send a link to you. And then also, we have to be careful with the type of link we receive and answer and respond. Not all link you receive that you respond. Most of these links are being generated by these fraudsters. When you respond, they will have access to your database. So it is unwelcome. It is not a good decision for individual or group to share their details information. And then finally, the issue that had to do with security risk within the environment. When you are going to board a vehicle, you look at people inside that vehicle. You don't just go on the road and enter an unregistered park, a place that is not known by public. You just only you stand in a place to get a free ride. It poses security risk. You don't need to be in a place to look for private vehicle to give you a free ride. It's risky. You go to where people are to waiting for vehicle. You board your vehicle from there, and if it is a distance, you will send message to the person, your friend or your mother or whatever. This is the vehicle I'm boarding now. You always have the information on the vehicle you're entering. Some vehicles are tinted glass. They have tinted glass. Some people always jump in because as soon as you enter into that vehicle, nobody sees you. It poses a security risk. So, and some vehicles are unregistered numbers. They have unregistered plate numbers. So they are very risky. So you get this vehicle, inform wherever you are going, inform your second, your friends that I'm going to I'm going to Ebonyi State if you are going to Ebonyi. Not that if you are going to Ebonyi, you tell your friend you are going to Lagos. And you are in Lagos, you are telling somebody that you are in Ebonyi. So this complexity pose serious security, because if anything happens, nobody can identify you. And you always go with ID card. You always go with ID, because if you are going without ID card, if anything happen or if anything happen with you and that they search your bag or whatever, they will be able to identify you with your ID card. Security are comprises in different areas, but if somebody is hungry, it poses a serious risk. One, it can make somebody to go and steal. It can make young girls to go and carry out prostitution. It can make people to misbehave, because if you are hungry, the tendency of the psychologist's interpretation is that your mental health is imbalanced, because the hormone that secretes hunger will be malfunctioning. The thoughts will be downgraded, because your feelings and your reasoning will be affected when you are hungry. You can do uncommon things when you are hungry. So this hunger contributes so much in the building of individuals. In personality analysis, he said, Skinner in his theory said hunger affects psychological building of an individual. He said hunger is one of the factors that affect response and behavior of an individual. Because if you are hungry, you cannot work. If you are hungry, that will stimulate you to commit crime. So most of the young girls you see around, these are the things that are causing it. They are hungry. When you are hungry, you can devise any means of livelihood to survive. So posing the risk of being hungry is enormous, because if you cannot behave as normal person, somebody who is hungry can be angry, because it generates the stimulation of the hormone to trigger. So when you are healthy and you are not hungry, your maintenance of your behavioral maintenance will be balanced. But if you don't have food to eat, it can aggravate a lot of social anti-behaviors. So as far as the community, society want to behave normal, the issue of hunger should be addressed by the government by establishing succors to avert hunger. Because if government should say, okay, every individuals will be given 5,000 or 10,000 every month, at least as a supplementary activity to build up an individual. I think Mr. President made speech some time ago that is deploying a very lighter and a very strict measures to avert all these national issues, most especially insecurity. When insecurity is messed up, I also mentioned hungry. Hungry is part of security threats that's been developing this country. So everybody should be calm. We should be hopeful that sooner or later this thing will be a thing of the past. It is a global crisis. To be emphatic, it is a global crisis. So the government is taking its time to address this issue of insecurity one after the other.